totally irresponsible parenting.
Not according to the internet.
Where on the internet?
Dax, it's time for your bath.
But I missed my show.
Don't argue with me, young man. Just do it.
This is our dad.
I'm the professor.
Yeah, he made us in his laboratory by accident. Don't worry, Professor. I was an accident, too.
You're my children, and I love you, but you're all terrible.
We are recording whenever you're ready.
I don't know how to bring it in because it's been so long.
That's what she said.
I took a big breath. And hey, you're listening to Geek Parenting Podcast.
Bam, 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 bam.
Sorry, I was a little distracted because I was on the stupid Wish app and I found 50 magnets for $2.
Get it.
I'm going to get it. $2.
That Wish app is crazy.
It's stupid.
There's so many weird things on there.
Dumb.
All you can get for like $2 and it takes 3 years to get here.
Yeah.
China.
It's been a while since I've recorded with you guys. I keep trying to, and I just keep missing it. It's been super busy.
Sorry, the volume knob's being weird.
Well, I'm talking a little loud.
Stop messing with your knob, James.
The volume
Sorry.
doesn't recognize me. It's been so long. It's like
That's
old
true.
friends coming back together. Hey, it's the OG3.
It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. This is Geek Parenting Podcast, the show that helps you with parenting
What was our
things.
Half the
tagline?
time.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It's not just your kid.
That's
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Helping
Now
you
it's working.
raise your little geeklings.
Sorry for the volume
This
problems,
crazy,
everybody.
crazy effed up world.
Yep.
I'm Tui the Human, the Wookiee barista of State Street. We're recording at Watchtower Cafe, the geekiest coffee shop in all of Salt Lake City, where you can get comics, coffee, boba tea, Italian soda. What's Jay drinking?
He is drinking a blue milk, which is just blackberry
not the
and milk.
Tall Siren milk.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry,
Yeah.
it's not the gross stuff.
Not the green milk.
It's not
blue
the
milk.
most amazing drink I've ever made.
Stop making that drink.
I understand why Luke did that every
You
morning.
can also find me choking on bobas.
Yeah. We're coming to Watchtower. Get some drinks.
What's the
coffee.
address? Did you share the address?
1588 South State Street in Salt Lake City.
Right
Come
across
check out the wall art. There was wall art done.
Oh, yeah.
That's badass all
Had a
art. Wall art.
graffiti contest, and our friend Corey next door at Ironclad Tattooing. He's a tattooer, but also a very talented aerosol spray paint can artist upon walls, and he did this really cool Hela
Yeah,
from
Hela's
Thor
badass.
Ragnarok. Yeah, and Batman was done by Dusk, and yeah, so come look at it and get some coffee while you look at the art.
Yeah.
And to my podcast left, I have James, a.k.a. Nerdy at Home Dad.
What's up?
Sup?
Yeah, I'm James, a.k.a. Nerdy at Home Dad. You can find all my stuff at Nerdy at Home Dad across the social media boards. We have a IG channel.
We do.
Oh, yeah, I just downloaded that yesterday.
Yeah, so Nerdy at Home Dad has an Instagram channel. I don't know what we're going to do on it yet.
Yeah, we're trying to think of something to do with it for Watchtower, too. So
All my dad blogger friends are just uploading old videos from YouTube on there. And I'm like, hey, that's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea.
Except they're also, it's built for portrait, not landscape.
Not landscape. Yeah.
So all their videos are cutting weird because, or they're like skewed weird because they had to crop it to fit the IG format. So yeah, we're probably gonna do fresh content, new content.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know what IG means, it's Instagram.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all you old people.
But yeah, we're working on something new. We're working with a group called Latino Dads Media. They're actually sending me a few books to review.
Books. That
Which
reminds me,
fun.
I have a book to review too, but I'm going to put it up on the website. I just haven't had a chance yet. So.
Yeah, but I need to write so many things.
I know.
We worked with the Scottish Festival.
That was so fun.
We got to go check out the Scottish Festival recently.
Did you
can go
wear a
check-
kilt?
I did not, and we did not. We entered to win a kilt because they can be very expensive.
You know what kilt Lily chose? McLeod.
Mm.
There can only be one.
She's a Highlander.
She is.
My ancestors come from the Campbell clan.
Really?
Campbell.
We were trying to find, we were calling on Elisa's parents. Her mom has really deep Irish roots.
Ah.
But she was telling us, like, well, we don't know that, like, other than, like, the blood tests and stuff saying they're from Ireland. But, like...
Did she have any Great Britain on there? Because that includes Scotland.
I think so. But she was saying, like, the last name for her mom's side of the family, it was something, but then they put an O and a apostrophe to make it sound more Irish.
Yeah.
And that it wasn't always that. Like, that wasn't the name they were born with.
They just added the O.
Yeah, so they were thinking that the name without the O might be Scottish origin, and so we were looking for that. We couldn't find anything there, though.
Oh, that was a lot of fun. That was fun to watch the games.
Yeah, we ran into Sarah and Lily over there. It was really fun.
With her sword and her Merida dress that she ripped 2 seconds after we got home.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, we got Jay a Reaper mask. He's gonna have a special Reaper crossplay.
That's
that
cool.
we're going to do something
for
at
Gaming
Gaming
Con.
Con.
Nice.
He's not excited for it. I'm very excited for it because
you're making him.
This is one that I'm making him do because I'm super excited for it. I'm not going to say what it is until the day that it happens. But yeah, so check out Nerdy at Home Dad for some new stuff that we're doing. Jay's looking like Judd Nelson now.
He is. He's got very
shaggy.
Did you see the pictures with his leather jacket?
I did.
Yeah.
Thinks he's a badass when he puts it on.
Forget about
I was just waiting for him to naturally just put his fist in the air. And
Oh, he didn't like it when I sang that. Have you been teasing him with that song or something?
No, he
growled at me when I sang that.
He doesn't like it when I talk about him because you're always making fun of me. It's like, it's true. I am making fun of him all the time. But sitting podcast across from me, we have the mother of podcasts.
First of her name.
Dr. Sarah.
Woohoo! I had my other podcast, which is Heroes Feast, which you can find me on almost daily. We recorded 5 times this week.
Wow.
Yeah, we played D&D 5 times at lunch.
Do you release daily?
Almost daily, yes.
Are you playing the same campaign and just recording bits and pieces of it?
So what we did is we played, our first campaign was Tomb of Annihilation, and we finished that like in December or January. And so we decided this new campaign, Sword of King's Thunder, we would start recording it, and we record every session. We play for about an hour and 15 minutes. So yeah, we release pretty often, usually once a day. So it's pretty fun. That one's fun. It's called Heroes Feast.
How long is it? An hour?
It's about an hour and 15 minutes. So...
Well, that's cool.
We've got like 22 episodes already.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like over 22 hours of content.
Yeah.
Yeah, that podcast can catch up with this one like in a month.
I know. So you can find me there. You can also find me on Push My Buttons podcast with Luke Hunsicker. And we talk about all things gaming. So we're going to start doing some playthroughs on Twitch and other stuff like that.
Is it all games or is it video games? Or
it's mostly video games, but we do talk a little bit about other stuff too.
That's
so,
cool.
But yeah, I'm going to actually.
How did that one come about? Because I didn't even realize that you were. I remember you were like you were crowdsourcing through us like for like ideas and talking about doing a gaming podcast and stuff, but I had no idea who you were doing it with. And then all of a sudden it was launched. I was like, oh, you're doing it with Luke.
Yeah. He actually asked me. He said, hey, do you want to do this podcast with me? I said, sure.
Oh, cool.
So why not? So we take Lily over there, and she and his little one play together and come and interrupt us several times,
nice.
Of course, during the recording.
Yeah.
And
kids do.
Yes, they do. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm going to start playing The Last of Us, which I have never played.
Ooh,
and I'm going to stream that. I'm going to start streaming it. I love Ashley Johnson, so I'm sure I'll love it.
In for a treat.
I heard it's scary.
Especially when you get to the last level.
Oh, boy.
It'll look very familiar.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Very familiar.
Really?
Especially if you've been stopped by Salt Lake City police.
Okay.
If you don't, well, you'll get there.
It takes place in Salt Lake?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know.
You see, one of my favorite scenes in that is you see the temple, and then you see a giraffe walking across, and you're like,
that's
I want this to happen in real
God.
life.
So,
I want giraffes to take over downtown Salt Lake City.
So yeah, I saw the playthrough on E3 for Last of Us 2, and I was like, I need to play the first one because this looks so good.
It's such a good story.
It looks brutal.
It is. And this is the thing. So with games like that, I'm always cautious because Resident Evil terrifies me. It scares the shit.
I
out
have
of me.
Resident Evil 7. I have not played it yet.
I had the demo of that on my PlayStation. I think I've mentioned this before, but I had a priest come in and do an exorcism of my PlayStation because I was terrified of it, and then I deleted the game. And so
okay, that's good to know. I've watched other people play it. It's really not that scary, James.
I
James
don't
gets
care.
scared easily. Do
I
you get
do.
scared at
Really?
movies too? Like, do
No, I could sit through,
So
like,
it's just video
I
games.
terrified the hell out of your kids by making them watch The Exorcism of Emily
There
Rose.
is something different about playing a scary video game as opposed to being in a movie. I think you get more sucked in on a game.
I think, because you have control over what choices they're making, where they're
Well,
going.
and then like games like Resident Evil, you're doing like first person like shooter kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
whereas a movie, you're watching people do things.
I think you can play it in VR too, which would make it even worse.
I saw who is Maya? I think they have it at their house.
Oh, God.
And I was doing the Spider-Man VR. They
Mm-hmm.
have Spider-Man one out at their house, and they have Resident Evil. And he's like, "Hey, do you want to try this?" I was like, "Hell no!" Like, I will never come back to your house if you make me play that.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
So you can find me on those podcasts, and of course Twitter is Dr. Peace SH, Instagram and Facebook Dr. of Peace, Twitch Loves Like Pie.
Sarah's giving birth to all kinds of shows.
I am.
I know.
Pushing
So
all these
many.
shows out our woofer.
Yep.
Call back.
Yep.
That was the last episode I was on.
Was it really?
I don't know.
No, because you were on our Infinity War episode for like
Only
20
for
minutes.
a second.
That was it.
Well, we're.
We got lots of stuff going on.
Well,
I wanted to say just quickly because it seems weird to not say anything, but is this safe for work episode?
We can swear.
probably not.
But
Fuck. There. Now it's not.
Okay. Shit's fucked up,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like there's some really heinous shit going on, and everybody's depressed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking ugly. It's not looking really hopeful for a lot of people in a lot of ways, a lot of things. I don't want to dwell on that for this hour or whatever, for this 20 minutes that we're chatting and talking, because it's just heavy, and I think it's okay to, like, I see like people getting criticized on social media for not talking about or posting about things like every single second of the day, and
And my anxiety
there's
makes me
fatigue.
do it.
You know, like, activists get fatigue, revolutionaries get fatigue, and when you're like when you're that deep into it, like paying attention to it that much, and that with everything that's going on.
Are you saying I need to take a break from social media, Tui?
No.
No, I
But
probably
are
do.
you saying that?
I
'Cause
probably
support
do.
you if you do that.
I mean, you guys have seen me posting. I'm going a little nuts, I think, but
I think there's.
but I'm angry, and I want people to.
Yeah. All I'm saying
people
is that I think it's okay for us to take a little break and let's talk about some
Fun
little more
stuff.
uplifting things. And
Yeah.
that's all I really wanted to say about it. And
Yeah,
it's like
for
we're
sure.
aware that shit's fucked up, and I think it's okay for us to like take breaks from
You have to.
Yeah,
the constant
and I think
negativity.
I think the thing is that a lot of people, so like for me, for instance, like I posted on Twitter that the reason why I haven't been saying anything is because I have irrational fears. And a lot of them have to do with, even though I was born in the United States, my family is like, I'm third generation.
Did you say irrational fears or
Irrational.
rational? No, they're
No, I
rational.
think they're rational these days.
They're more and more rational.
Well, yeah, they're more rational
You're
now.
Mexican.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing. Like, anytime we go to Texas, all my wife's family are like, hey, let's cross the border. And I'm like, no.
We don't know if we're gonna come back.
And they're like, oh, we do it all the time. Like, yeah. But that was Obama's time.
We're in different times now.
But, and it's been the same thing with this. Like, I've been afraid, like, to speak out because, it just takes one bad cop to decide that my documents look
Yeah.
fake.
Forged.
Yeah, and
And
then,
then that was the last time we've ever seen James.
yeah, because I
I
don't
would
speak
miss you,
Spanish and I'd
James.
get eaten alive in Mexico.
You would. By coyotes.
Or they would take pity on me and I would be their
Yeah.
king.
Yes, that's true.
So
I'd be the pity king.
this is where like I feel like fandoms are important and
For sure.
kinda give us they have the potential to help us make sense of things going on.
Right.
They can give
They
us a little bit of
also
hope.
give us hope is a good one, and in addition to that, I feel like they can allow us a break from reality,
Yeah, and I think
a
that's
short break
Yeah.
from things and stuff.
Oh, that's why I love being able to go for an hour every day at work and play D&D, because it just takes me away from my work stress. It takes me away from the real world. We're entering this world where we're smashing demons and fighting giants.
And it's okay to like take a break and like it's like taking a nap, right? Like you just kind of
shut
take a break.
off.
And you come back refreshed.
For sure.
Fist in the air, ready to take on all of the injustice in the world.
It's funny because like Annalise and I, we've actually like stopped really watching the news.
I don't even watch the news anymore.
I can't. I have to avoid it. The only news I can consume is John Oliver and Trevor Noah. Because the real news is just makes me too angry. I get too mad.
But like we've been re-binging shows that we watched in the past. Like we went through all of Community again.
Nice.
Do you know what just came out? Luke Cage season 2 is out on Netflix
today, right?
now. Today.
I'm gonna go watch that.
I've been watching The Handmaid's Tale. That's really uplifting.
We've been watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Really?
That is very uplifting.
Yeah, maybe I need to watch that.
It's so good.
Yeah, and I watched Critical Role too. So
there's a lot of old movies that have been like I've been finding on like Netflix and HBO and Hulu. Like so Corey and I are helping with Gaming Con, doing some panel scheduling, and we thought it only fitting that we put on some like really bad video game movies while we were working.
Oh yeah, Super Mario Brothers. Wait, that is a good movie.
Mortal Kombat was one that we watched. We were like,
Mortal Kombat.
I love it too.
Don't make me give you a fireball.
Just because I say it's bad doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't love it.
It's a popcorn movie.
I love that Mortal Kombat movie.
The only one I will not watch,
I
will not watch Annihilation.
The Hylian loves that one.
I like the first one.
Yeah, the Hylian loves all the Mortal Kombat movies. So, yeah, I mean, anyway, so let's take a break from all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some fun stuff.
Well, one of the first things we want to talk about, we have become part of a podcast network with some very dear friends of ours.
Yes.
Our friends at Hello Sweetie, they no longer are doing their podcast.
Mm-hmm.
They recorded their 300th episode a couple weeks ago, and they are moving into hosting this network. They're bringing together a lot of friends of ours who have shows, and we're just, this network is just to support all of our friends who have shows. So on the Hello Sweetie podcast network, you're going to hear shows like The Nighthawks, which is a film review show. The two guys who run that, I forget their names, but they are great film reviewers.
Nice.
It's not new films that they're talking about old films.
Oh, that's even better.
So like their last episode that they uploaded, I think they do it bi-monthly, but they were talking about Psycho.
Ooh.
And yeah, when I was listening to it before I came over here, and they just have amazing insights about it.
Nice.
And so it's fun to listen to a show that is talking about older movies.
Push My Buttons is also on that one. So
This is the place. It is a true crime podcast hosted by Charity and I forget.
So is it Crimes in Utah?
Yes.
Oh.
So is it like My Favorite Murder, but local?
But local.
Salt Lake?
Yeah, yeah.
Do we
and-
have a lot like
Yeah.
creepy murders?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a short episode about something that happened a month and a half ago in my neighborhood.
That's creepy.
You
told me it was okay to move into your neighborhood.
It is okay to move in my neighborhood. It's just things that
happen everywhere.
Things that
Sarah.
happen in my neighborhood
I
are
know.
targeted.
Hey, you know what? I got my window smashed out. I know things happen everywhere.
Yeah.
Fast.
By
By the way, if you're the one who smashed my window out, I'm coming after you. You
That's really
ruined
messed
all
up,
my
by the way.
stickers.
Yeah.
They destroyed all my nerd stickers. I'm
Ugh.
super upset about that.
jerks.
You know.
Cinema Queens, which is hosted
Adam
by our friend Adam
McDonald.
McDonald. It is a podcast. I think they focus mainly on LGBT films.
A lot, yeah.
But check them out.
He's. I love Adam and those guys.
Yeah.
I love Adam so much.
Our friends Maya, Adam, and I forget. There's so many people that I've made friends with through this network now that I
Really?
just don't know their names off the top of my head. But Maya and Adam have another show called Funny Books and Firewater,
which is
where
a good
they
one.
discuss comic books, and then they come up with a drinking game for the comic book, and then a signature drink for the book.
Oh, nice.
But they did a live segment at the 300th episode of Hello Sweetie, and it's amazing. Check it out. I believe
I'm downloading podcasts as you tell me. It's called what? Funny Books and Firewater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe
And they pair comics with
drink.
with alcohol.
Yeah.
Nice.
I believe the women,
I already subscribed
from
to that one.
Hello Sweetie are still doing their segment, The Box, to talk about film and, the box office stuff. And then I haven't heard this show yet, Spoonful.
Of sugar?
I don't know.
Makes the medicine go down.
It does.
But I'll have to check that one out. So these are some of the shows that you can hear on the Hello Sweetie Podcast Network. And while we're talking about that, let's play a promo for one of the shows.
Oh, yeah.
Enjoy.
Hi, everybody. This is Matt.
And I'm Trevor. We're the co-hosts of the Nighthawks podcast, a movie podcast for people who like to stay up late.
We've just joined the Hello Sweetie Podcast Network, expanding our podcast empire and bringing the world to its knees.
Take a seat in the Nighthawks diner with us. We're going to talk to you about movies.
We've got new movies, old movies, movies we love, movies nobody loves.
You can find us on Stitcher, iTunes, and at nighthawkspodcast.com.
Hey, that was pretty good. Do you think they'll listen?
The good ones always do.
And we're back.
That was a great promo.
I know, right?
Wonderful.
All of the promos are great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Except I when I recorded our promo, I didn't have like a pop filter or anything. This is kind
you
of like
sounded
some
fine.
It sounded great.
So go ahead and subscribe to all those other
re-record
shows so you can listen to our promo, because our promo was fantastic.
Don't listen to it.
In fact, I'm going to start putting our promo on Heroes Feast. So, yes.
And actually, our promo is on Spoonful right now.
Ooh.
That's who's going to be playing our promo. So if you want to hear our promo,
Go
listen to Spoonful.
What else we got going on?
Let's see. So,
I went somewhere last week.
yeah, where did you go?
I went to Denver Comic-Con.
That's my home state.
I know. I had so much fun.
Is that the official name? Denver Comic?
Denver
Denver
Comic-Con.
Comic-Con.
And they
Yes.
do they get in trouble for using
Nope.
the name?
Nope.
They don't have a
Because-
car.
No.
Well, and the other thing is they're a non-profit.
They're a
con.
non-profit. They support
They do a lot of education
pop
stuff.
culture
They do.
classroom.
And
So-
actually, I emailed them and I was like, "Hey, I love you guys. I haven't been to your con yet, but I've been wanting to go." And because they do the all the education stuff,
Yeah.
they do a camp.
They do a camp the week before. So these kids go to camp for 4 days.
Yeah.
They go through everything. They build their own cosplays, and then on Friday they get to go and attend the con.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
our friend of our podcast, Quinn Rollins, he goes out there. I think every
They
year.
had a
He's
lot
an
of great.
educator.
They had so many great panels. So many great panels, and it all goes to support education. They're in the city. They're actually going to be doing one in Reno.
Yeah, well, so
Next year?
that's why I reached out to them because I saw they were doing that, and I said, "Would you guys be interested in partnering up with us to do one here?"
Ooh, that'd be so fun.
So I'm sure they have a lot of decompressing to do after
Pop
last
Culture
week.
Classroom, Salt Lake City. Let's
yeah.
do it.
Yeah, so that's what I reached out to them. So we'll
Nice.
see how that goes. I'm sure we'll probably get a response or not.
I may
within the
pester
next
them. I'll
month or
say,
so.
hey, I went to your con. Hey, I spent a lot of money. Come on.
Ask your vendors.
Yeah. Ask your vendors.
Look up my credit card history. Who'd you meet?
Who'd I meet? I met, well, of course, I had to go say hi to John Barrowman
Yeah,
because it's John Barrowman.
yeah.
And then I also met Sean Gunn, which was very interesting because my friend Becky, who I was traveling with, she actually did a lot of work with trauma. So Sean Gunn, his first film was Romeo and Juliet. And so they kind of had a connection, and we all kind of hung out for a few minutes and talked. His panel was really, really funny. We were in the front row for that, and he's funny as hell, and he's really cute and really nice. And then I met one of our favorites, David Harbour, from Stranger Things.
Did you tell him about the show? Did you tell him you needed to come on?
I should have. I didn't. I was kind of flabbergasted and like celebrating my birthday, and I was a little
Inebriated.
I was Denverized.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
Oh yeah.
And
Hashtag legalize
yeah,
it.
I was no. He was really sweet. He's like he was really sweet. He's like, oh, it's your birthday, and he took like I had these little birthday things, and he held
Yeah.
one up. Me and my friend Rebecca were in that one. I met Alan Tudyk again.
Did he remember you?
No, he didn't.
You should have said, "Do you
I
remember
w-
me with Kid Cassian?"
I was with Kid Cassian. I should have. They kind of rushed us through on the photo op.
That's
stuff.
true.
And then my favorite meeting of the weekend was
Scrooge McDuck.
David Tennant, Doctor Who,
Scrooge
the
McDuck.
Doctor,
Scrooge McDuck.
the Doctor, and
Scrooge McDuck.
so we did my birthday thing, and so I had my things, and he says, "Oh, it's your birthday." It's like, which sign do we get a hold? Like, well, you can decide. There's like this one that says, "Oh my God, you're old," and another one says, "Happy birthday." And he's like, "I'm not holding this one. You look great." And I was like, "Oh, you're my favorite person ever."
And he said it with that thick Scottish
He
accent.
said, yeah, I can't even repeat it. But then we decided to go get our photos autographed.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went up, and he said, "Happy birthday, Sarah." And we talked for a few seconds about, how Doctor Who was so important to me because I've have a PhD in conflict analysis and resolution, and so the doctor's always finding interesting ways to stop conflict. And then I asked him to say, "Can you just say Jessica for me?" And he went, "Jessica." And it was so awesome.
I would have been like, "Yell it, asshole."
There was a lot of people. It was really loud.
After you talk about all your conflict resolution stuff,
I
call him an
know.
asshole for not
I
yelling
know.
it.
Asshole, you should have yelled. I'm not going to call David Tennant an asshole. He's David Tennant.
Okay, call him
You can't do
Scrooge.
that. But I also learned that apparently John Barrowman and his husband Scott, they live in Palm Springs, and
Yeah.
they live really close to the airport. So he said, if you're flying out of Palm Springs, get on the right side of the airplane, and if you're lucky, you will see them both naked out in their backyard. So, yeah,
I guess we all got to go to Palm Springs.
we all got to go Palm Springs now. Sit on the right side of the plane,
That's funny.
right?
Do we hold signs so he could see what windows they're in?
I don't know. Can they? I don't know. We
Do
could.
they binoculars up to see if people are looking at
Maybe.
them?
Maybe we should get binoculars and look down.
Is this getting creepy?
No. John
A little
Barrowman accidentally blasted Scott's junk all over
That's
the
true.
internet, so I don't
But
think
that does not give consent to.
that is true. But if they're outside in the backyard,
And if he's telling
and you're
people
flying over,
this,
and he's telling
then-
people, yeah, it's John Barrowman. I mean, we all kind of know John Barrowman. But that was a lot of fun. We went to the David Harbour and to the David Tennant panels. They were huge rooms. Walked around a lot. Got a lot of
that was
art.
at the Colorado Convention Center.
Colorado
right?
Convention Center. Ran into our friends Kat and Jimmy and Dahlia. Some altered landscapes. Check out her art. She is actually at the Salt Lake Farmers Market this year, so check her out because she's got some amazing stuff.
I saw her Bob's Burgers piece that she was doing
So
while she was there.
good.
That's the thing I love about Kat is if she's not selling at a con, she'll just start painting.
Mm-hmm.
She'll just
Yeah.
start working on stuff.
I feel like that Bob's Burgers paint piece might be the best thing that I've seen from her.
Oh yeah, it's good.
And my favorite's the.
I like her BB-8 though.
No, mine's Daredevil and Kingpin.
I don't think I've
Good
seen
one,
it.
too. It's good.
It's good.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I wish I could have stayed longer and done more, but
Seemed like there was a lot of like our friends. Up
there
A
were
lot
a
of our
lot of
friends-
people there.
Salt Lake
Yeah,
people.
there were a lot of Salt Lake vendors out of
Yeah.
Salt Lake. So yeah, it was. It was a lot
Well,
of fun.
I mean, like everybody loves going to Denver, and
Mhm.
it's not just like the lax laws on things.
Things.
It's not.
No, I mean like this is the thing. Like I love
The
Denver.
people were really nice.
Yeah,
And the
I-
food was good. Oh
Yeah.
my god, some really good food.
Next time, so this is my plan next year. Next year we're gonna go,
Okay.
and I'm taking everybody to Casa Bonita.
Okay.
It's the Park. It's the shittiest food.
The
you've
South
ever
Park
eaten.
restaurant?
It's so bad
Then why are we gonna go if it's shitty?
because
I want to go because it was in South Park.
Oh, okay.
because of Blackbeard's cave.
Okay.
It's a little interactive cave you can walk through. They have cliff divers.
Oh wow. Okay.
So did you ever go to the Mayan when the
Oh,
Mayan was
yeah.
here?
Yeah.
So the Mayan took their stuff from Casa Bonita.
Oh, okay.
That's where they got the idea for the stuff.
Gotcha.
They stole the idea.
Yeah, they stole the idea. That's why it didn't. That's why it didn't work because it wasn't original.
Oh.
Because I was going to a restaurant like that when I was Jay's age. That's where I would go. Like my parents would be like, "What do you want to do for your birthday?" And
Casa Bonita.
we lived an hour and a half away. No, an hour and 45 minutes away from Casa Bonita.
And you still went.
And every year on my birthday, where do you want to go for your birthday? Casa Bonita. So we would stay with my
Very
cousins. We would go to Casa Bonita, eat the terrible food, get some really delicious sopapillas.
Oh my god, I haven't had a sopapilla
Oh my
forever.
god, that's the one thing
Sopapillas.
where Casa Bonita excels is their sopapillas.
Oh yeah, the Mayan had sopapillas.
Mm-hmm.
They were not great.
The Casa Bonita ones, you pour honey in there
Yeah.
and just
Oh.
so
Yeah,
good.
say that again. There you go.
But yeah, so we're all gonna go to Casa Bonita.
Okay.
Okay.
But we'll all have to dress up like South Park characters.
Okay. Can I be Stan? I want to be Stan. James should be Cartman.
You could be chef.
I'll be chef.
You could be chef.
I'll be chef.
I think Johnny would be a better Cartman.
Johnny's Cartman.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd be Kyle.
You'd be Kyle.
Yeah. You
Amber
are,
can't
yeah.
be Kenny though.
I don't know.
Or I could be Kenny.
I feel like no. You.
Am I Kyle?
You're Kyle.
I mean, but like
I might be more
personality-wise, you're Cartman. If we're being honest.
I told you.
I feel like this is like the
I'm
Sex
just
and the
saying.
City conversations where it's like, you're such a Miranda. You're such a Cartman.
Oh god.
So
I
Denver
was gonna say I
Comic
should be Stan's dad.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Shave a mustache.
Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe just...
I shaved the mustache before. I
Did
I
it
tried
rock
to
it?
see how long
Like,
I could
it would be
go.
so
I have
weird.
pictures of it.
I would be so weirded out if both of you shaved. Like,
Well, now we know what we have to do, James.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this is not happening.
We're gonna like the next time Sarah invites us for a celebrity photo op.
We're
We're just gonna not tell her and show up with mustaches.
And I'll
Yeah.
be like, I hate you.
Handlebars?
Oh my God. It was
Just
so weird
handlebars.
to see David Harbour with a mustache. I'm like, oh, no. Just, please. Chris Evans with a mustache? No, please. Just stop.
Didn't he do it for a movie? And
He
he's
did
like,
it for
it
a
looks
movie.
good.
He did it for a movie. Chris Hemsworth actually looks good with a like that weird
yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
I don't mind that so much, but yeah, I don't like mustaches
Yeah,
very
I
much.
did it for. I just wanted to see what it looked like. One, because my dad rocked a mustache, like
Yeah.
all growing, like that's an '80s thing.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to see what it looked like. I've never seen myself with a mustache, and so I grew up my beard really long.
Yeah.
And I shaved it all, left my mustache,
my
trimmed
gosh.
it up a little bit. It's like, oh man, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I tried to see how long I could go before I just threw my hands up. It was like, F this, I'm done. It was like 2 days on the third day, 2 full days. On the third day, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I went to work and I'd have conversations. I was a supervisor at this call center, at a dating website call center. And I was trying to have serious conversations with my subordinates. And people just look at me and they kept like grinning and smiling and nobody took me seriously. I felt embarrassed every time I would like, I just couldn't do it, man.
Yeah.
Mustache isn't for me.
The last time I did a mustache, it was only for like 5 minutes. So what I did is I had a full bushy beard, and Jay was probably 10 months old. And I was like, you know what I'm going to do? My wife's at work. It's lunchtime, so she's sitting with all of her friends. So I shaved my beard first and had like a full, like just a goatee. Took a picture. Then shaved it up just a little bit, just to the handlebars. Took a picture. Kept the like this.
The twirly.
Yeah, twirled it up. Took a picture. Did the Charlie Chaplin.
Okay. I was going to say.
Chaplin.
The Chaplin.
Took a
Chaplin.
picture, and then I just sent them to her like
Oh, God.
one after the other. And she like, I stopped at the Chaplin.
Oh,
So it's like,
God.
I'm going to keep this one. And she just texts back, no. So I shaved the rest of it off.
man.
And she came home and she's like, why would you do that? And I was like, because it was funny. It's like, no, it's not.
You're tormenting me.
But yeah, that was the last time I did a mustache thing. And any other time I shave, I just shave it all off now. So yeah, Denver Comic Con, we're coming for you next year.
Yep.
Geek Parenting Podcast at Denver Comic Con
Be
next
ready
year.
for it. But we got another con coming up in just a few weeks.
We do. January.
January.
I thought you were going to say Jaming Con.
Jaming Con.
Yeah, it's my con.
It's Jaming Con.
James.
James Con.
We jaming
Anyways.
all through the night. July
6th and 7th.
6th and 7th.
Yep.
Friday and Saturday.
At the Mountain
Gaming.
America Credit Union Center.
In Sandy, it used to be the Southtown
Southtown Expo.
Expo.
Now it's Mountain America. Is it Mountain America?
Yeah, Mountain America. So the Mountain America Center, down in Sandy, 9400 Southish. I guess like
Close to Rio
I guess it's
Tinto
like
and-
10,000 south.
Yeah. It's by the Megaplex.
It's close
Yeah.
to where the Mayan used to be.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's right across the street.
There's a Target down the street. So if you go to the Sandy Target, just go north a little bit, and you're right there.
It's not hard to find.
But they have some amazing guests coming to Salt Lake Gaming Con.
So hyped for some.
So we have, right now, we have Chloe Hollings, who voices Widowmaker,
Overwatch.
and Lucy Pohl, who voices Mercy. So
No,
last,
Lily might be excited about that one.
Oh, yeah.
She loves Mercy.
Well, and last year we had 3 Overwatch voice actors. We
Yeah.
had Symmetra,
Roadhog.
or was it just the 2?
No, it was Symmetra, Roadhog. I think there was one more. I can't remember. It's been too
Was it
long.
Diva? No, it wasn't Diva.
Yes, it was.
It was Diva.
It was Diva.
So one of these days, all the Overwatch people will have been to Salt Lake City.
I need Matt Mercer. I need Matt Mercer to come.
Yeah.
He was McCree.
Yeah.
And he's also the best DM in the world.
Who is?
Matt Mercer.
Matt Mercer. Okay. Cool. Let's talk about
Oh,
stuff.
Okay.
Off the air.
Okay.
Because Corey and I are helping with like panel stuff. And
Okay.
We just
Yeah.
need to figure out.
okay.
Corey was looking for. She made a post in Utah Gamers about who everybody vote for their best their favorite DM.
Oh.
And she got a couple of like good posts, a whole lot of garbage things
Yeah.
of
No,
like, people saying,
Matt Mercer's
and
the
then a whole
DM
bunch
for-
of people being like, my dad is a good DM.
Matt Mercer DMs for Critical Role, and he's amazing.
Yeah, okay.
So,
But going back to the guests, we have Jeremy Davis and Christopher Judge.
that's Jeremy Davies.
Davies.
Yeah, Davies.
That's Davis.
He was on Lost.
Do you even Lost, bro?
I don't Lost.
What?
You should have Lost. He was so good
No,
in Lost.
I watched Lost. I recognized him from Lost.
Okay.
I've watched Lost with my wife, but I got lost watching Lost.
Okay, anyways.
From God of War.
From God of War.
Plays Balder.
And how do you say Kratos?
Kratos.
Kratos.
I don't play that game.
You should.
You should.
Oh,
So
you
good.
should.
It's so expensive.
Well, we have it. Come play it at our house.
Okay.
Yeah, I have it too.
Okay.
Hylian bought it with his own money.
It's so good. Like, and talk about parenting in video games. It's Dad of War, not God of War.
I don't know. I think for me
It is a
and
dad-
you'll see
it's a
it
dad
too.
game.
The Last of Us is probably my favorite.
Dad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Until you play God of War.
Yeah.
Mark my words.
It's good.
Mark my words. You
I don't know.
need to play this game.
Okay.
Yeah. So Christopher Judge,
Yeah.
who's Kratos.
Yes. And then pretty much the
Also
entire.
from, he was on Stargate, yeah?
Yeah. he's
Yes.
in Stargate,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Stargate.
Atlantis?
Atlantis or S?
No, wait. Was it Jason Momoa who's in Atlantis?
Jason
Jason
Momoa was
Momoa
in
was in
Atlantis.
Fitting.
I know, right? I was thinking about that the other day. Oh, yeah.
That's where Warner Brothers
That's when
got
he
the
had
idea. They're like,
dreads.
wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah.
You've been to Atlantis before.
Christopher Judge. I can't
He's so
remember. Yeah, I
typecast.
think he's been on one of
He's an
those.
Atlantean.
And then also Freya is going to be there too as well. So I can't remember her name though.
There's also some really cool like activities.
Well,
going on.
and so the last people I want to mention in the guests,
He was an SG1.
pretty much
SG1, that's what, okay.
pretty much the entire main cast of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Wild.
Is the Hylian freaking out about that?
He doesn't know.
Are you surprising him with it?
No, I just haven't seen. Like, I didn't know until he's been on his mom's for the last week.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I instead of texting, I was gonna wait till he came up and
Oh, nice.
and
Surprising.
I'm gonna let him know that, and also let him know that he's gonna be participating in a panel. So we're gonna do a teens in gaming,
Oh, nice.
a teen gamers panel. So
That's good.
He'll be one of the
That'll be a good one.
Nice.
members.
So yeah, speaking of activities, they're going to have the D&D
Adventures
League. What is? Do you know more about that? Sarah?
Basically, people get together. Usually, the ones that I've been in is you create a character really fast, and then you just start a little one-shot campaign. Usually, a couple of hours, and you just play with everybody you meet.
I really need to get back into D&D.
Let's
Me
do it.
too.
I will
haven't done
DM.
it
I will
in so
DM.
long.
I will
That's what I
DM a
think.
Greek parenting group.
Yeah, and I've been like, I would have been playing D&D like for the last several years. I just
So busy.
time.
Yeah.
Let's do it. But
Time.
once a month. We can find a way to do it once a month. Get together for
Okay.
4 hours and start a campaign.
Yeah.
I'll DM. I've
Especially if
been
my
wanting
mom
to
lives
DM.
up here, because
Yeah,
then
I
she
miss
can watch all the
DMing
kids.
too,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's.
Let's
I
do
don't
it.
like. I would love to DM. That's my passion. I love DMing, but I don't have the time.
Yeah,
to
DMing,
play,
DMing,
let alone
DMing takes a lot of
write
work.
campaigns.
I want to
Yeah.
do. They talked about this last gaming con. It was the Marvel superheroes game.
That'd be fun too.
Which is just a Marvel version of D&D.
Mhm.
I want to do that. That's what
That'd be fun,
I want to
too.
get into.
That's
And
pretty
I
cool.
know people who do it, and they keep inviting me to go, but I just don't have time.
Yeah.
But then we also have tournaments for games like Call of Duty, World War II, Fortnite, Tekken 7.
You're not
Street-
going to play that Fortnite, James?
No, I'm not going to play that Fortnite. Because it's probably be like 12-year-old kids yelling at me and telling me how bad I am at the game. Just because I don't like building things. If I wanted to build things, I'd buy Lego or something like that.
Minecraft.
Yeah. You could hear Jay saying, you could play Minecraft. Yeah. I could, but I don't want to. Street Fighter 5 V.
It's 5, yeah.
I don't.
Street Fighter V. We'll just call it Street Fighter V.
Thomas Winkley keeps messaging me like, hey, come train on Street Fighter. It's like, that's not how I tournament, though. I tournament by just, like, showing up
Showing
and
up.
just being like, hey.
You show up with a bag of Funyuns and a Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Let's
yeah.
do this.
It's a monster. You need a monster, not a mountain. Dew.
Yeah, and I'm just going to smash the controller. Just, ah. That's how I play Fortnite. That's why I
Nice.
lose all the time. Because they're like, this isn't a fighting game. Stop button mashing.
Oh, because it's a shooting game, right? I haven't played Fortnite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But then they have a Super Smash Brothers tournament, which I did.
Never played that.
I love that game so much.
Yeah, Smash Bros. Great.
They got a
legit.
new version coming out.
They do.
For the Switch.
And Dragon Ball Fighter Z. That's a game I know how to play. That's a game that
Do
I
it.
beat
Join
the
the
Hylian
tournament.
in.
Join the tournament.
So
Yeah.
So come to Salt Lake Gaming Con. You might get to see James win a tournament.
A tournament?
Also, or any cosplayers or lip sync enthusiasts, there one is going to be a cosplay competition or contest. 2, we are going to be running a cosplay lip sync battle.
It's gonna be so good.
There may also be we might do some like karaoke, like a cosplay karaoke.
We should invite
session.
Tom Holland to wear a Spider-Man costume and come in.
I think he would come out in a maid costume.
It's going to be like
Probably.
an after party, and we're trying to line up some like fun panels. So we got the official word Dungeons and Comedy is going to be
nice.
doing a session there.
And
So,
for anybody who is interested in Dungeons and Dragons, Jason Charles Miller will be there. So a lot of people know him from Geek and Sundry shows, Project Alpha, Starter Kit. He guest on an episode of Critical Role or 2, wrote their theme song. So he's a really good musician too. So he will be
Nice.
there as well.
But yeah, and then there's going to be a lot more.
so much.
They haven't
more.
they haven't announced everything. So.
And we have a special announcement for our listeners. We have 4 pairs of tickets to give away to listeners.
4 pairs?
4 pairs. 8 tickets, 4 pairs.
How can we win these?
So I'm going to set up a raffle on Rafflecopter, and it will be on our Facebook page. So I will share it out, and you can attend Gaming Con with us. It's a 2-day pass.
And
Friday and
also, if you don't win tickets and you're still interested in buying tickets, there are a plethora of codes that you can use.
Yes, so
promo codes until July 1st.
Yes, and they are for 30% off. We have one that is just Geek Parenting, and James has one.
I do. Jay and I have one set up as Nerdy Dad.
Nerdy Dad, so you can use either one of those. We don't get any kickbacks or anything. It's just literally you just get 30% off tickets. So
And you said there was one for
Watchtower?
Watchtower too,
Yep.
right?
The Watchtower code is all caps Watchtower. Use that at the checkout
Yep.
for promo code, and you get 30% off.
until July 1st. So take advantage of that because we want to make sure the Gaming Con does very well this year.
We want it to be super successful. We want people to come back. We want these voiceover actors to tell their friends how much fun they have.
I'm really excited about this. It's going to be, there's a lot of like interactive activities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and like the things that I love about like meeting voice actors
Yeah.
is Steve
Bloom was awesome last
I still
year.
have my voicemail set to. So Steve Bloom recorded his Zeb Aurelius.
Yeah, I remember that.
His Garazeb voice on my voicemail.
Yeah.
So if you call me and I don't answer, it's so funny. Everybody's like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "Get out of my phone."
That's my friend Steve.
It's like if you don't know who Garazeb Aurelius is, get out of my life. I told that to my wife and she got mad at me.
I would have been too.
But then she learned who Garazeb Aurelius was.
How did she not know who Zeb was?
I don't know. We talk about it so much.
I know.
But yeah, so use those promo codes. Try to win the tickets. Join us for Gaming Con. Kids, is it 8 and under?
I believe it's 8 and under are free with a paying adult.
Okay.
Something like that.
That's why we did the 2 pairs of.
Yeah.
So
mommy and daddy could win tickets and take their kids 8 and under.
Yep.
But yeah, so check out Gaming Con. Check
Gonna
out.
be lots of fun.
Yeah.
We're gonna hang out in the green room by accident again this year. Whoopsie.
Hey, that's how
the volunteer took me there. I didn't ask. I didn't wander in.
And that's how we made friends with Candace.
Yeah, that's right.
Because we hung out with her in the green room.
Gaming Con?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I had asked to volunteer.
I
I
didn't
said
even make it to the
You did.
Oh, at the very beginning.
Yeah. So what happened?
And I never went back to the
I had
green
bags
room
full
again.
of stuff, and I'm like, "Is there a place where I can hold this stuff?" So she just took me to the green room. I didn't
Because
even
you had a
think.
special guest there.
Yeah. So I didn't even think, and like all of a sudden I walk in there, and all these voice actors are in there, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't think I was supposed to be in
Yeah,
here."
and Sarah and I were just like buddying with all these voice actors.
Yeah.
That's cool. Cool.
It was cool. We were
Sorry,
cool.
Jake.
We didn't act like idiot. We're not.
Oh, I did.
No,
I
you
always-
didn't.
I
Some
always
people
do.
do, though.
Some people do, but
I mean, you
we
have
really
to-
didn't. We literally just sat in there and talked and left.
As
I mean,
goofy as we all are on Geek Parenting,
we're pretty
we're
chill
pretty
about
professional.
it. Yeah, we can be professional if we need to be.
Um,
I didn't try to lick David Tennant. So.
Yet.
Was I the only one who's tried that?
You were licking him with your eyes.
I
Wait, that
was.
was Stephen Amell.
You were
Yeah,
eye
that's
licking
right.
him.
I'm no longer allowed in the city of Vancouver, Canada.
Because you tried to lick
wanted
Stephen Amell.
I found this really funny. This is off topic, but just before we say goodbye and close, I found the fun. You probably are already aware of this already. I'm sure, but I was not. And that was the remake, The Last Jedi.
Oh my God! Yeah.